Let me ask you something. Walk into your home right now. Look around. How does it feel? Does it feel like a place where you can breathe? Or does it feel like a place that's slowly suffocating you? Most people redecorate when they feel stuck. They buy new furniture, new plants, new cushions. But the problem was never the decor. It was what they were keeping. Because here's what most people don't realize. Your environment isn't just around you. It's inside you. Every single object in your home is sending your brain a signal. Every second. Every minute. Every day. And most of those signals, you don't even notice. Until one day you feel tired, anxious, overwhelmed. And you can't figure out why. You slept okay. You ate okay. Nothing bad happened. But something just feels heavy. Japanese culture, specifically the philosophy of danshari, has understood this for centuries. Danshari means refuse, dispose, separate. Walk into a traditional Japanese home, and the first thing you notice is what's not there. And it's built on one simple truth. The things you keep in your home shape the person you become. Today we're going to look at 10 things that Japanese people almost never keep in their homes. And for each one, I'm going to tell you not just what it is, but exactly what it's doing to your brain, without you knowing. Number 1. Cracked or chipped dishes. This one sounds small, but it's not. Japanese philosophy, specifically wabi-sabi, is often misunderstood. People think wabi-sabi means embracing imperfection. And yes, it does. But there's a difference between intentional imperfection and broken energy. A cracked mug isn't wabi-sabi. It's a reminder. Every single morning, when you pour your coffee, that you're okay settling. That you'll deal with it later. That it's fine. That you don't deserve better right now. That message sounds dramatic when I say it out loud. But that's exactly what your subconscious hears. Every morning. Japanese homes operate on the principle that everything around you is in conversation with you. And a cracked dish says, "We're broken here. Get rid of it." Not because you're wasteful, but because you deserve to start your morning with something that works. Number 2. Expired spices and old condiments. Open your spice cabinet right now. How many of those jars have you actually used in the last 6 months? How many have expiration dates from 2 years ago? Japanese kitchens run on freshness. Not just because fresh food tastes better, but because stagnant things create stagnant energy. When you keep expired spices, your brain registers every time you open that cabinet that this is a space where things are left unfinished, where decisions are avoided, where I'll deal with it later, the conversations you've been avoiding, the decisions you keep putting off. It all starts with a jar of cumin that expired in 2021. Number 3. Clothes that don't fit right now. You know the ones. I'll fit into these again when I lose the weight. I want to say something about this with genuine respect, because this one hits different. Those clothes, every single time you open your closet, are not motivating you. They're shaming you. There's a difference between inspiration and guilt. And a pair of jeans that hasn't fit in 3 years is not inspiration. It's a daily reminder that your body isn't good enough right now, today, as it is. Japanese philosophy says, honor the body you have today, not the body you had, not the body you want, the one that woke up this morning. Get rid of clothes that don't fit. Not because you're giving up on your goals, but because you deserve to open your closet and feel like yourself right now. Number 4. Bathroom clutter you never actually use. That drawer under the sink. The one full of things you've been meaning to use or meaning to throw away for months. Here's what those things really are. Unmade decisions. Every single one of them. Should I use this? Keep it? Throw it? That loop of micro decisions takes real mental energy. And you're running it every time you open that drawer. Japanese minimalism calls this decision fatigue clutter. Things that force you to make tiny decisions about things that don't matter. Constantly. Your bathroom should feel like a decision you already made, not a question you keep asking. Number 5. Dying or neglected houseplants. This one is personal, because I know so many people who feel genuinely guilty about their dying plants. And they keep them, because getting rid of them feels like admitting failure. But a plant with brown, dying leaves is not adding life to your home. It's adding decay. And every time you look at it, your brain registers something in this space isn't being taken care of. And then it looks at you and wonders if the same is true. Japanese homes treat plants with intention. If a plant is thriving, it stays. If it's dying, you thank it for what it gave you. And you let it go. That's not cold. That's respectful. To the plant. And to yourself. And now, the next 5 go somewhere deeper. Because so far we've talked about objects. What's coming next is about the invisible weight. The things that have no price tag, but cost you more than anything else. Number 6. Unsorted paperwork, bills, and old manuals. Look at your counter right now. Is there a pile of paper somewhere? Maybe it's not huge. Maybe it's just a few things. But every time your eyes land on it, your brain reads it as a to-do list you haven't started. Researchers have studied this. Visual clutter, specifically paper clutter, triggers cortisol release. That's your stress hormone. You're not just seeing paper. You're feeling stress about everything those papers represent. Japanese homes have a simple rule. Paper gets dealt with immediately. Or it gets a specific place where it lives. Out of sight. Until it's time. The counter is not its home. Your nervous system will thank you. Number 7. Work gear near your bed. Your laptop. Your phone charger. Work files. That email you were reading before you fell asleep. Here's what science says. Your brain associates spaces with activities. It's called context-dependent memory. When your bed is surrounded by work, your brain never fully switches off. Even when you're sleeping. Even when you're trying to rest. Part of your brain stays in work mode. Because the work is still there. Japanese sleeping spaces are treated as sacred. Not because of tradition, but because they understood what we're only now proving in neuroscience. The quality of your rest is directly connected to what surrounds you when you sleep. Move the work out. All of it. Your bedroom should have one job. To help you rest. Give it the space to do that. Number 8. Gifts you feel guilty for not using. Your aunt gave you that decorative vase. Your friend brought you that candle set. Someone handed you a souvenir from a trip. And you kept it. Not because you love it, but because getting rid of it felt wrong. Like betrayal. But here's the truth that Japanese minimalism teaches. The love that came with that gift does not live in the object. It lived in the moment it was given. Keeping something you don't love out of guilt isn't honoring the relationship. It's letting an object hold you hostage to a feeling that no longer needs a physical form. Thank it for what it meant. And let it go. Number 9. An overloaded entryway. Your entryway is the first thing you see when you come home. And the last thing you see when you leave. Shoes piled up. Bags hanging. Jackets thrown over everything. Keys lost somewhere in the chaos. Think about what that does to the first 3 seconds of coming home. Instead of, I'm home. I can breathe. I'm safe. Your brain gets, there's already a mess to deal with. And the last 3 seconds of leaving. Instead of, I'm ready. Let's go. You get, where are my keys? I'm already behind. Japanese homes treat the entryway as the transition zone between the outside world and your inner world. And they keep it intentionally empty, so that every time you cross that threshold, you actually feel the shift. Number 10. Too many unread books, stacked as decoration. There's actually a Japanese word for this. Sundaku. It means buying books and letting them pile up. Unread. And it starts innocently. You buy a book because you're inspired. Then another. Then another. And now there's a stack that you haven't touched. And every time you walk past it, your brain whispers, you haven't done that yet. You're behind. You said you'd read more. That whisper is not motivation. It's weight. Japanese philosophy says, own the books you're actually reading. Or the ones that genuinely mean something to you. Not the ones you bought. To feel like the kind of person who reads. There's a difference. And your brain knows which one is which. Here's what I want you to take away from this. None of these things are about being perfect. None of them are about having a magazine cover home. They're about one thing. What is your environment saying to you? Right now. When no one else is watching. Because that quiet conversation between your space and your brain is happening, whether you're aware of it or not. Japanese minimalism doesn't ask you to own less because owning is bad. It asks you to look at what you own and ask, does this serve me? Does this honor who I am right now? Or am I keeping this out of guilt, fear, or habit? Those are the 3 reasons we hold on to things that no longer belong in our lives. Guilt, fear, habit. And every single thing you release that falls into one of those 3 categories is not a loss. It's space. For clarity. For rest. For the version of you that's trying to emerge. Here's your challenge. Don't try to do all 10 today. Pick one. Just one. The one that made you feel something. When we talked about it. The slight discomfort. The recognition. The okay, that's definitely me. Start there. And tell me in the comments. Which one was it? Which number made you pause? Because I read every single comment. And if this video helped you see your space differently, share it with one person who you think is carrying weight they don't even realize they're carrying. Sometimes the most generous thing you can do is hand someone a mirror.